I finally bought a flare gun. I've seen these since I was a kid, and I've always wanted one, so I finally spent the money to get one. That's cool. They actually have a thing that it keeps on there. Now that is really cool. I like the feeling of that. That goes in there. So what is my reasoning behind getting this? Well, the initial reason is because it's kind of cool and you can catch things on fire with it, and it's like a gun, but not as deadly. But it's also like a firework. So it's kind of cool. But then the second reason is, well, we kind of have, like, in general, we have a bit of a paranoid mind, and like, I can definitely relate to the idea of wanting to have a gun for self-protection, but, well, I think a gun is a bit too strong of a weapon. Like, whenever you have something, just to keep yourself feeling safer, because you're never going to actually use it, but just to make yourself feel better, like, to feel like you're prepared, you have to imagine using it. And I don't feel comfortable imagining pointing a gun at somebody. Whereas something like this, if someone was attacking me, I can feel better at, like, oh, I'll see about shooting in the leg. Even if I probably won't do that, I'll never be in that position. But I'd feel better about that, because chances are they wouldn't lose their leg, and most of all, they wouldn't lose their life. Although it would hurt, and they'd probably be rolling on the ground a lot. Actually, no, I'd probably just miss. But oh well. Or I'd never even be able to bring myself to pull the trigger. So it just goes back around to, I just want to have something so I can catch things on fire, because it's kind of cool. But oh well, I got it, so let's fire it. You know, I'm not sure if I need hearing protection for this or not. I'll go get some. Now that was a pop. I'm glad I wore the hearing protection. That's nice that it comes out easily. That's
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
But to be honest, that is a very nice indentation it made. Goes in a couple millimeters. I just want to point out that I was about 15 feet away, or 5 meters away. And I was aiming for right here, and it hit right here. So it's actually not as bad of aim as I thought. It's actually pretty good. I'm not going to fire the other 3 because it might be fun to try some other things with it. And plus, I wonder if I can maybe refill this, but with a little bit less gunpowder. And so hopefully I can have a little bit less of a pop, because this seems a bit more like a gun than a firework. Although fireworks can still blow your head off. I don't know, like, maybe that would actually cause a lot of damage, so still definitely not a toy. But if I was ever in a position where firing this at someone would get me out of danger, I don't think I could even bring myself to point it at someone, so it's just an excuse for me to get a really powerful firework in the end of the day. Hold up, I just realized there's something I forgot to mention that is a perfect use for this. So every so often we have problems of, like, raccoons with rabies, or actually last time it was distemper, But it was really difficult because we didn't have a gun on us. So we were stuck in the house while the raccoon was like kind of writhing in pain in the front yard, and you don't want to be near that because it'll bite you. And I guess it's not writhing in pain, writhing in confusion. So we had to call a friend who took like an hour and a half to come over with a shotgun, and they shot it. And honestly, like I put a flare gun, could put an animal with rabies out of its misery, because yeah, or at least 4 shots. I don't know, because first of all, those animals, they are in some really bad misery just from the sickness itself. Yeah, just an interesting little thought that this would be, I wonder if this would be a good way, if you were accurate, to deal with infected animals. But yeah, I wonder if I can get more caps for that, and then I can repack these. Maybe just as a blank. I don't know. Because like if I was in a position where I needed to defend myself, what I'd probably do is like kind of far away, just as like a warning. I don't know. Actually what I'd do is I wouldn't think. So who knows. But I'm glad I got this because this is pretty cool. And I don't know if I like thinking about being in dangerous situations, because thankfully I haven't really been in dangerous situations yet. But it's always one of those things you think about. I mean, there's entire prepper movements about that. I'd like your guys' opinion on this, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!